Hey, Coach, welcome to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe down below and click up above. That way you'll be notified of everything that kind of comes through. If you're looking to win championships, if you're looking to have a messy basement like this, but a basement like this, go down over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's the resources, it's mentoring, it's the one-stop shop for basketball coaches. Go over and check it out. Have a great day.
All right.
This meeting
Welcome,
is
welcome,
being
welcome to High School Hoops. Welcome, Coach.
Coach.
Who do you got? Iverson. You're an Iverson fan. I've never even really noticed the Iverson picture behind you.
And the more that I watch Allen Iverson as I grow up, the more I really appreciate.
He could hoop.
Yeah.
The problem with him is he needed a better marketing person.
You really think that? He ruled the 90s.
He did rule the 90s, but he turned a lot of people off, I think.
Yes.
By his press conference. He needed someone to kind of smooth him a little bit.
To rein him in and be like, hey, you're coming off a little bit.
Like, you got to remember who's buying the tickets. And it's like, you're a little bit like, I'm just saying I think that's the one thing that put a little bit of on his career.
Well, and that's why they said you have to stop dressing the way you dress when you come to press conferences. They said you got to kind of present yourself a little bit better.
Right. That's why you needed like not marketing. You need more a PR person. Like, we're not going to, you be you, but let's smooth it a little bit.
Smooth the edges out. Yes.
Yeah. You smooth, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look at the Clippers. Green is like that, but they can smooth him over a little bit better. You know, he's about as nasty a player as the NBA has had since the Detroit team. But people, anyway, it's, yeah.
Hey, that's a lesson for my high school kids too. I say that all the time. Like, you can be this guy that you are, but when you're in class and when you do certain things, there's
no one's trying to squash your individuality. I'm not trying to squash you as a person, but let's understand the world you live in.
Exactly.
When you go into a $200 million company and you're interviewing, you probably got to dress up, not in shorts and a ripped t-shirt.
Yes.
Is that right?
Let's not dap the guy up.
Let's not say bro every other word.
Exactly.
If ever the high school coaches know what I'm talking about. It's like
now the teacher's coming out, both of us too.
Bro. It's like, say something. I mean, I'm sounding old. Sorry, I am sounding old. All right. So we're going to talk about the pull of sports. And I'm not going to go to basketball because I have volleyball practice, or I'm not going here to here. What's your thoughts on that? Because I think, again, I don't know if kids are getting pulled more than they were 10 or 15 years ago, but it seems as though it's getting more, and this NIL money is not going to make it any better.
No.
It's going to make it worse, to be honest with you. Wait till it comes to high school. But it's like, it's more pull, specialize. I'm telling you right now, the specialization thing, we can talk about that at some point, but you're going to get hurt more. The science says you're going to get hurt more. If you specialize and only do one thing, you're more likely to get hurt because you're using one set of muscles.
You've probably had more athletes that should have specialized, that had an actual reason to specialize. I mean, I've coached two. Probably I had Maisha Hines-Allen who plays in the WNBA, but other than that, almost every kid, even the D1s, should have been doing something else.
Right. I mean, Wesley, who had a 14, 15-year NBA career, was an all-state soccer player, was an unbelievable soccer player.
Yeah, and they're doing things that they might not be doing in the other sports. And I'm not just talking about athletically. I'm talking about maybe your point guard for your basketball team who's all state plays wing on the soccer team, and he's not the captain. Maybe he's got to listen to somebody. Maybe he's got to learn to do different, to succeed in a different capacity that helps him. So now when he's talking to players as a point guard in the winter, he's like, I know how this guy feels. Like he needs a pick me up. He needs
Right.
this.
And the pull of other sports is you can only do this. You can only do this. You can't do that. You can't go there. It's like, I mean, I had 4 non-Division One basketball players on my team this year. One's going to play football. 3 are going to play baseball. 3 are going to play baseball. Hold up, 3, not 4. And that's good. And one of them was like 9th man, but he's a Division One baseball player.
Mhm.
But there's fun to be had in that because he liked being around the team. He liked the competitiveness. He liked the practice. He knew his role. He knows this isn't his thing. There's a bonus with that, I think, that parents lose. That the lessons learned there. You know, the exceptions of I'm Tom Brady and I can play any sport I want, or I'm, you know, Jason Kelsey. I mean, I can be the star of the basketball team and the football. Those are exceptions to the rule, probably. But if you're a good athlete, you'll probably make the team. You might not be the star, but you'll probably make the team.
Yeah, and you might get yelled at by a kid that you have no idea who he is. You know what I mean? You're going to find different things that you're going to figure out about your personality and different struggles and failure and losing and not being good at something, so that when you hit the point of your sport
and in life
life, like and you're really, now you know how to, I can deal with adversity, or I can deal with a person who's not as good as me because I have the empathy because I was there last season. You know, there's a lot to be said for that.
There is. Do you see the poll getting worse? I mean, I know you mentioned you don't have to talk about specifics, but you mentioned something that you saw happen. Do you think it's
a lot of my basketball kids are treating their spring track season as just
hobby.
An activity, a hobby, exactly. They don't have to show up. That, you know, they don't feel good one day or their knee hurts. They don't have to show up. That's defeating the purpose of being in organized high school sports, in my opinion.
Yes.
We get it. You're an athlete, but you need to exert yourself and commit yourself to something other than just basketball, because basketball is not going to be your life. I'm sorry. For all of them. Pretty much.
You know, and I like the structure. I know I have a couple guys right now that are struggling that aren't playing a spring sport, and they're struggling because they've lost their structure. And the structure is so good. That's why the coaches that pull, it's like, come on, you're practicing twice a week and you're going playing 17 games on a Saturday. What are you talking about? What do you think? Do you think that's as good as a structure of a high school track team? Or I don't care.
Where at your school, you're stretching every day. You're doing plyometrics. You're doing your little sprints and runs. And that's not just track. Like, we started the volleyball team in my high school this season too. Now you're getting footwork, but again, it's like you said, it's structure. They need to be structured.
They do. I mean, kids they don't like rules, but there's safety in rules and there's safety in structure. I'm telling you, there is, from someone that's taught a really long time. They lost it during COVID, and now they want it back. They want the phones out of the school. They really do. The kids do. They never would admit that. They're addicted. But if you took them away, they'd be 1,000 times better human.
They would get to breathe for a second.
Huh?
They would get to breathe for a second.
Yes, and there wouldn't be all the compare. I mean, I think that's coming. Actually, that's one of my predictions, is that's going to be mandated, that they're just gone.
Well, the states are
slowly doing it. It's a bipartisan thing, I think, too. All right, anything else on the pulls of sports, Coach? Because I know this was something you brought up.
No, I mean, I feel like it's tough to be like a basketball coach and make your kids go to track practice.
It is.
I think it's important. I really do. I think it's important to not let them treat that as like it's an afterthought or
right, because I wouldn't want it that mind treated if they're a hockey, they're a track person for basketball. I don't want them. This isn't a side gig, man. I do this 365 days a year. This isn't.
I need you. I need you to run the 4-100 or whatever I need you to run today. Like, you got
right. I need you present and here. like
Yes.
physically and and mentally. I need you present here.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
I mean, I don't know how we can promote more importance of that from a basketball position,
And that's a
maybe,
parenting thing. That's a
yeah.
community thing. I know some communities it's a much bigger deal. Smaller schools, it's sometimes a much bigger deal. But
But if you're in the school, you have a way. If
yes,
you have somebody who's in the school, you have a way.
you do. All right. Till next week, Coach.
Hey, Coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. Actually, if you did, subscribe and like, and then go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better.